Cooper Marcher here. Have you ever dreamed of getting away? Well, have I got a destination for you. On the icy southern edge of the Atlantic Ocean, just above the Antarctic Circle, is a British island, a ghost town, and a museum. The island is a tough place to work. The nearest airport is a 4-day boat ride away. Fresh food is rare, the internet is poor to non-existent, and at times the wind is strong enough to tip over helicopters. There are no permanent residents on South Georgia, just 20 or so workers from scientists to maintenance staff. But despite the remoteness and the pandemic, its museum has reopened to visitors. It's not easy running a museum at the end of the world, but this, from week-long commutes to imports of frozen cheese, is how they do it. With no native population, the South Georgia Museum staff must come from abroad when it opens for the Southern Hemisphere summer. Most, but not all, come from the UK, around 8,000 miles north. That journey normally begins with an 18-hour RAF flight from Oxfordshire to the Falkland Islands, with a 2-hour stop in Cape Verde off the coast of Africa. From the Falklands, workers hitch a lift on a fishing patrol boat with a 1,000-mile journey taking between 4 to 6 days. If all goes well, it's a week's commute from the UK, says Sarah Lurcock, director of the South Georgia Heritage Trust. But it does not always go well. I've been on the boat leaving the island when it suddenly went off in pursuit of a suspected poacher. I missed a family holiday because it was 3 weeks before I could get home. The other way workers reach South Georgia is via cruise ship, usually via the southern tip of Argentina, but it is those ships that bring visitors to the museum. As a child, Jane loved penguins and dreamed of traveling to Antarctica. She graduated with a geology degree in 1992, but back then certain jobs at the British Antarctic Survey, which has a team on South Georgia, were not open to women. That policy was changed later that decade. Instead, she became a museum curator and in 2019 saw the advert to run the museum on the island. It was an exciting moment and actually emotional, she says. On the island, there's always so much to do, from museum work to cooking and cleaning. When there's downtime, the teams hike, watch films, or engage in the old-fashioned pastime of conversation. Ooh. Every person who works on the island has a skill set very unlike your own, says Jane. So there is so much to learn and talk about. One thing they don't do is endlessly scroll through their phones. The internet comes via satellite, first installed for a U.S. university team, and it's patchy at best. Emails dribble in and out. Sending a picture via WhatsApp is a rare achievement. There are plans to improve the signal, but people who work on the island say being cut off adds to the charm. Stepping away from the world has been a treat, says Jane. Less pleasant, perhaps, are the food options. Most are either tinned, dried, or frozen, including the cheese. In normal life, I don't consider myself a big salad lover, but I crave it when I'm here, says Jane. I'm also a big tea drinker, and you never quite get used to powdered milk. But what is certain is that standing on the South Georgia shore, taking in the ghost town vista, you feel a long way from anywhere. The escape from all the background noise is refreshing, says Jane. It soothes the soul. So if you truly want to get away, this might be the answer. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.